Okay, so here's a video of working with Linux. So I had some I guess problems with my system on trying to follow some of your commands. So to show me working with Linux, I'm just going over some of the commands and practicing with the lab that we had in lab 13 with some of the exercises, and I'll go at the end to document some of the issues I was running into that maybe I can work with you on after spring break. So showing some of the principles of Linux, I'm going to walk you through some of the commands that I did. So at the top here, I was getting into a sudo command, as you can see here in Linux, that with the Debian mode, with VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox, that you don't need to sign in to the sudo command. As you can see here, I was trying to type in the password and it was saying authentication failure. So I did the sudo I, and so then that got me into root Kyle. And just scrolling down here. So what I did then next is I opened up Firefox, and what that does is that as you can see here, it says running Firefox as a root in a regular user session is not supported. So see, that's one of the issues that I'm having, and I even tried this not being in the root, and it still didn't work for me. Here I'm going into, when you type in PS, what that does is it shows you the running jobs. So right now it just shows when I typed in actually PS, it shows the sudo that I put in. In the lab, in lab 13, when we put in the PROC, it's essentially a directory and commands that communicates with Linux. So all the numbers in blue are directories, and one starting with the most priority. To do a little practice, I opened up a cat proc command line echo, and so that opened up the where it is stored, and then I tried to then go PS P to look at the processes, and you can see that it is working here. And then next I went to open up this command line in this folder. As you can see, it ran. And then for testing out what happens, this ping localhost here, as you can see here, I had to do Control C because it was running in the foreground. So I brought it back up to the terminal. And then you can see here I used an ampersand, and when you do that, it then runs the job in the background, so I still have control of the terminal. And then I went jobs, and that will then show the process running in the background. And then I did it again right here, 515. Sorry, I did it again here, number 2. So that way we can have 2 pings in the job, two things in the process list running in the background. And then I took a look at the jobs here, and we see that 2 are running, the pings. And then I did a third one so I can play with one, so I can kill one. As you can see here, I put in kill percentage simple 3. So what that's saying is kill job 3. It terminates it, and then I go back to jobs, give it a few seconds, and then it's gone from the list. And then I can say kill all ping to get the rest of job 1 and 2. And then as you can see on the next line down, you can see on the next line that they are then gone. Let's see here. You can see the jobs, it's all gone. And then I create 2 more. Then I run the top program to be able to practice to kill some jobs. Then what I do is I see that I run the PS, current processes that are in play, and so those pings are now out of there. And to test again, I then enter in some sleep commands. What this does is like a timer, so it counts by second. And as you can see, when I create it, it creates one. This is the PID 1617, and then this is the job number. And so then I do jobs, and you can see that the 2 are running, and then I go to the processes, and you can see that they're running there in the background. And then to start playing around with removing some, I do kill sleep, and what that does is it looks at the description with the word sleep, and then it terminates them. And then I go back to jobs, and then they're gone. Okay, and so then I create another ping and put it in the background, and then do another option here with the E, with the PS, to see all of the processes that are happening. And so in the lab, on the online virtualization, there's not as many, but as you can see on a real Linux platform, there's quite a bit. And so here what I was doing was that I did PS, and then I rearranged the output of how I wanted to see the PS PS program showing what is happening. Here I'm put in free to see kind of some metrics on how my system is doing. And then the tail end of the end of this file here. I open this up, and here's just like an example of kind of what I was running into. I was trying to download through GitHub. I was trying to download the snap install genome calculator, but I was running into this issue. And then even when I went out of it, I was still getting an issue as well when I was as a regular user trying to install. So hopefully this video was helpful, showing you that practicing some of the commands for this chapter. And hopefully I can work with you on resolving some of the issues that I was having with this lab, on opening some of the command lines, such as Firefox. The ISO file I wasn't able to do as well. So I've documented, I'd like to add that to the list of things I wasn't able to do. So I wasn't able to do the calculator. Firefox was running actually in the foreground, not in the background, so I need help with that when you have office time next. Thank you very much, and this is Kyle signing out.